If you've been thinking about getting a day gecko, this is going to be the video for you guys, so stay tuned. So in this video, we're going to be giving you guys 5 reasons why we think day geckos are great pets. So to start off, we're going to give you guys an introduction of what a lot of people like to call the day gecko or the Phelsuma grandis. These geckos are named after a Dutch physician named Mark van Velsum, and the grandis comes from the Latin word for great. They are a diurnal species of gecko that are widely distributed in northern and northwest Madagascar. And there's actually a couple verified populations living down in Florida and Hawaii. And the Phelsuma grandis is one of the largest day gecko species in its actual family, reaching a total length of around 12 inches. And as you can tell, the giant day gecko is a vibrant green color, and they normally have red stripes going down from the nostrils all the way to their eyes. And while on their back, they normally have red colored dots or bars going all the way down, with some being more prominent than others. So moving into reason number 1 why you guys should definitely keep a day gecko is they make great display pets. As I mentioned earlier, these guys are diurnal geckos, so that means they spend the majority of the time awake during the daylight hours. So that means you're going to be able to get to see all the awesome things that they do during their daily routines throughout the day. They are super curious creatures, and normally they'll stay within eyesight or somewhere where they can watch you and observe what you're doing. But on a side note, these guys are great escape artists, and you want to make sure that your enclosure is locked and secured at all times with these guys, because they will definitely try to find a way to get out. And I've read articles online that day geckos can actually take notice to where you open and close the cage, and that's another reason why they tend to stay closer to those areas. And moving on to number 2 is the reason why day geckos make great pets is the fact that after the initial setup, these guys are relatively low maintenance to take care of. So the initial setup can be kind of expensive for these guys, because I would recommend doing a bioactive setup, because that tends to hold humidity a little bit better inside the actual terrarium itself. You also have to mist these guys down daily, because one of the things is with day geckos, they normally drink water off of the actual leaves and things like that, and that's how they get their hydration. So they're not going to really drink out of a water bowl as much, but you can provide one for them. But also you have your UVB that you're going to need for these guys, because they also have a certain heat range and temperature. They need basking spots and things like that as well. But the UVB lighting is another very important thing, so that way you can maintain growth of your plants, the growth of your actual gecko himself, because they definitely need that sunlight. But after you get everything set up, only thing you have to do is make sure you mist them down daily, and make sure you change up the little bit of food that you use, which is pretty easy to prepare as well. So reason number 3 of why you should get a day gecko is the fact that there are a ton of species in the Phelsuma family. So not only is there the giant day gecko like mine, you also have your neon day gecko, there's a gold dust day gecko, I believe around 50 to 60 other species of day gecko. So definitely guys, check those out and get one for yourself. So moving on to reason number 4 why you should definitely get a day gecko is space. Because if you live in a small apartment, or you're limited of space, or there's no pet policies and things like that, because these guys are kept inside of an aquarium, they're not technically considered pets in a way, because they won't be able to damage furnishings and other things inside your domicile. And also people that are allergic to animals, allergic to pet dander, you don't have to worry about that with reptiles since they don't have fur. So that's definitely another advantage in that aspect, since you're talking about in the home. So moving on to reason number 5 of why you should get a day gecko is longevity. So if you're looking for an animal that you would like to have for a long time and have a companion that you can have with you throughout life, geckos can live up to around 15 years in captivity if kept right at the right conditions in their terrariums, and will be definitely a great addition to your collection. So definitely guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know down in the comments, and we'll catch you on the next one.